Are you thinking about working from home? It's hard to know where to start. Whether you want to totally switch your career or just start earning some side income from home, there's never been an easier time to start earning money from home. Though it's hard to know where to begin with all these choices. There's so many questions like how much money can you earn from home and how difficult is it to find work from home jobs. I'll go over this and more in this video. Hey, what's going on? It's Chris here from Wealth Awesome. Millions of Canadians were introduced to working from home in 2020. While some people hated it, many people actually ended up loving it. I made it my mission to work for myself independently and from my laptop for the last couple of years. I've researched countless ways to earn money online, and I want to share those tips with you today. In this list, I'll focus on work from home jobs that you could get without a degree. And make sure you stick around until after the list is finished because I'll go over the pros and cons of working from home. If you get lost or you want to learn more, you can check out the written article on the website, wealthawesome.com. Here we go with number 1, teaching English online. The training needed is very low for this job. Pay range, though, is pretty decent at $20 to $30 per hour. Teaching English online is one of the most common jobs for people who travel and work around the world. You could take a skill that you already have, which is speaking English, and teach it to children in another country such as China for a decent wage. Some companies will require a university degree such as VIP Kid, but others don't require it. You could be up and teaching your class within a matter of weeks of applying. Teaching can also be a great part-time job if you're just looking for some side cash. So consider this job if you are good with kids, patient, and are organized. How to get started? You could sign up with VIP Kid and apply to them if you have a bachelor degree. If you don't have a bachelor degree, check out Palfish. Next job is virtual assistant. Training needed is low to medium. The pay range is $10 to $40 plus per hour. A virtual assistant provides services to businesses or entrepreneurs online. A VA can wear many different hats. The tasks can include things such as uploading content onto blogs, scheduling appointments, managing events, managing emails, digital marketing, or even stuff like design and proofreading. You can also be a VA that focuses on just one specific task, or you can do all of these different tasks and more. For example, you could become a VA who focuses entirely on Pinterest. If you're working for a larger company, it's more likely that you'll focus on just 1 or 2 tasks. If you work though for something like an independent blogger, you'll likely be doing a little bit of everything. It depends entirely on what your client wants from you. It's a fantastic job for networking and learning, as you'll be working with driven people who are knowledgeable about business. Consider this job if you enjoy helping and assisting others, want to learn from driven business owners, and like learning and trying new things at work. How to get started? My friend Vanessa took this 90-day VA course and landed a job within 90 days. Next up is transcriber. Training needed is low, but the pay range is decent. A transcriber is someone who listens to recorded speech and types what they hear, and they'll type from anywhere between 50 to 80 words per minute. So for 1 hour of audio, a transcriber usually takes between 4 to 5 hours to transcribe. You can choose to specialize in a niche if you have industry knowledge. Some industries will pay a higher wage, such as medicine or law. Consider this job if you're good at typing, attentive, good at grammar, and like to read. How to get started? You can check out these sites, Go Transcript and Transcribe Me. Next up is content writing. It's low to medium training, but the pay range could be very high. A content writer writes content for blogs or other online businesses. The type of content you can write is as varied as the internet is. There are millions of different blogs that need content writers, with any type of topic that you could dream of. It's a very high in-demand job. And it's how I got started with my online working career. With the help of my finance background, I landed some fantastic clients in the finance niche. But if you don't have a strong background in a particular topic or you aren't sure what niche you want to focus on, start by trying to land any client that will pay you. Consider this job if you enjoy writing and you enjoy learning about new topics and get satisfaction from having others read your work, and you also don't mind researching. How to get started? You can just check out YouTube for free courses or Udemy as well for a very cheap course, and search on problogger.com to find your first clients, which is how I landed my first ones. Next job is blogging. Pay range is 0 to unlimited. A blogger chooses a topic to write about and shares their content on the internet. Becoming a blogger can involve many skills including content writing, keyword research, website design, and networking. A few ways you can make money blogging is by placing ads, doing affiliate sales, sponsored content, or selling your own products. This is not an overnight, make money right away kind of job, so it's possible you won't make any money at all. So don't rely solely on blogging if you need an immediate cash flow. It can be a fun online part-time job, and it's been one of the more fun things that I've done in my career. Consider this job if you're a decent writer, like sharing your ideas with others, and enjoy researching. Next up is copywriting. Training needed is low to medium, and it's similar to content writing, except your sole purpose for writing the copy is to sell something. You'll create freshly written text for marketing, advertising, or sales copy. Copywriters can write things like taglines, email sales letters, online ad descriptions, Google AdWords, or landing pages. They could even get paid a huge commission for having high converting content that will lead to a lot of sales for their clients. It's a job that rewards skill, perseverance, and the ability to market yourself well. After landing a client or two, you won't have any trouble finding work after that because your portfolio will be strong. You should consider this job if you enjoy sales and advertising, like writing, can influence people just by writing, and can market yourself well. There's a lot of free courses online to get started, or you could do a paid course such as one at AWAI, which is pretty reputable in the industry. Next up is website or app tester. You could earn money by performing tasks on a website or smartphone app and give your feedback to the developers. The developers will use that feedback to improve on the product and hopefully give a better experience to its users. It isn't much harder than surfing the internet or playing with your phone app for fun, so you might as well try to get paid for it. Consider this job if you enjoy surfing the web, like using phone apps, and get enjoyment out of improving things. How to get started, you can check out Try My UI and user testing. I heard these sites are okay. Another job you could try is social media manager. Managing a business's social media accounts is big business these days. The largest ones are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and other ones are gaining traction like Pinterest and LinkedIn. A social media manager will engage with their audiences, grow fan bases, and post updates regularly to accounts. Social media managers respond to audience comments, create and share post images and videos, and manage partnerships with other brands. You could choose to specialize in one or multiple platforms. There's a huge and growing demand for social media managers. And if you find and take the right course, it can open up many opportunities for you. Consider this job if you're savvy with social media, like interacting with people on social media. And how to get started is there's free courses from HubSpot, Upworks, you could use that to find clients. Another job you consider is web developing. A web developer builds online websites or apps for businesses. You work on a team or solo to build these applications using your desktop or laptop computer. It's a high-paying and high-demand career. If you could tough out the training and become a good enough developer, you'll have your choices of companies to work for. It could be an intense and demanding job with difficult problems to find solutions for and deadlines to meet. After attending a coding bootcamp, I've worked briefly as a web developer, and I enjoyed my time doing it. Consider this job if you're a problem solver, are technologically savvy, and can work well with a team. How to get started, there's two main ways I would recommend. You can self-teach yourself at something like Code Academy. This will probably take you at least a year or two for you to get good enough to find a job. Or you could attend a boot camp if you could afford it, such as Lighthouse Labs. It costs almost $12,000 though. But it's a quick 12-week path to finding a job in web development right away. I've personally taken this course. It was extremely challenging, but I found a job right after in web development. Another job to consider is digital marketing. Digital marketing is a results-based job. A website can have the most amazing content in the world, but without any marketing, nobody will read it. A digital marketer will figure out how to drive traffic to a website, usually through search engine optimization, to try to rank a website on Google or Bing, or running things like Google AdWords campaigns. They can also take on some of the things like social media duties and run things like Facebook ad campaigns. Consider this job if you are competitive, like working with data and numbers, and are good at sales. Another job is translator. This might seem like a strange pick as you could be an in-person translator, but if you want to work from home, you'll have to become a written translator, not a speech one. You'll translate things from one language to another in written format. It could range from things like blogs and websites to academic journals. It's not the most accessible job, and you must be fluent in both languages to be successful at this. How to get started, you can look for translation work on something like Indeed.ca or on freelance websites. So what do I think about working from home? I've done it for the last 2 years, and before that I've held a lot of different types of office jobs, ranging from very small startup companies to huge companies. But I gotta say, I love working at home for myself. There's so many pros to it. You could set your own schedule, you can avoid the commute, you could surround yourself with whoever you want, and there's limitless earning potential. But there are bad things about it too. It can be isolating at times, and you are missing out on some relationships at work. And I also found that networking opportunities can be tougher to find as well. So since you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting out content every week. Also, be sure to check out the blog wealthawesome.com. I go into this topic in way more detail, as well as many other topics, and it's one of the leading personal finance blogs for Canadians. And as always, thanks for listening.